I couldn't believe that I was going to Egypt, a place that had lived in my dreams since I was a little kid. And when I saw those pyramids up close, it hit me that I wasn't dreaming anymore.
Welcome to Egypt. We're here in Cairo in front of the most iconic site, the pyramids. And today we're going to experience this country like a local with our tour, Abercrombie Kent.
I'd never been on a group tour before, and this U.S. Tour Operator Association member wowed me. I got up close and personal with some of the world's most famous sites.
This is the Step Pyramid. It's the first pyramid in all of Egypt, and it's actually what they based all other 106 pyramids on.
I was walking through history, thousands and thousands of years old, and yet it still felt so alive. And the intimate size of this tour made me feel like I was discovering it all for myself. Hey, some things are made for tourists for a reason. Actually, getting to stop and interact with the environment was one of the best parts of the tour, and I'll never forget some of these moments.
So it might be a little touristy, but when you come to the pyramids, get yourself on a camel, because it is really fun. Thank you, Mickey. That was fun. So on all Abercrombie & Kent tours in Egypt, you have a professional Egyptologist with you the entire time. So you can always get a more in-depth look into whatever you are seeing.
All these one-of-a-kind ancient Egyptian treasures in one spot. I was like a kid in a candy shop, just dazzled. The Egyptian Museum puts any jewelry store to shame.
The Egyptian Museum has one of the largest collections of Egyptian art and artifacts, all the way back from pre-dynastic up to the New Kingdom. And here is the most prized possession, the golden mask of King Tutankhamun. We're here in downtown Cairo, and this gentleman is making an Egyptian specialty called kushari. It's made with pasta and rice and lentils, and it's all mixed together in a tomato sauce. It's very heavy and filling and delicious. You can only get it in Egypt.
Downtown Cairo has a lot of grab-and-go bites, and our guides brought us to the home of the city's best falafel.
Now, this is some of the freshest falafel you can find in Cairo. He just made it about 1 minute ago, and it's still hot.
And after, we were taken to a unique lunch spot to try some more handmade Egyptian specialties.
This is very good. Mwah. Mwah.
Local interaction is always what I'm looking for. And without being on a USTOA member tour, I'm not sure that I could have experienced things like this carpet making cooperative on my own.
So it takes 5 to 6 months to make one of these, but for me, they said it would take 20 years.
Travelers want to learn so much about what they're seeing, what they're experiencing. It's our responsibility to make sure that all of our travelers really are experiencing the local culture and being educated with regard to where they are.
With a seamless hop, skip, and a jump, we were whisked away into the heart of Egypt, home to timeless temples, and we stayed on the Nile on board a luxury riverboat. Sunset on the Nile is one image that I'll not soon forget.
An amazing part of this experience is that while one day you're seeing tons of bucket list sites, the next you can absorb all that you've seen aboard this beautiful ship.
No matter where you go, USTOA members make sure there is a sense of place, even in every bite you take. And the Egyptologist was never too far if I needed to ask him a question.
We're here with the head chef, Ashraf, and he just showed us how to make 3 different Egyptian specialties, which were baba ganoush, kushari, and then for dessert, amari. They were all delicious. It's great because you can hop on and off and see all the sights of Luxor and Dendera, and you can also take in the local life as it comes to you. This is Karnak Temple, the most important religious monument in all of Egypt. And here it's the house of Amun-Ra, the main god in the ancient religion. This place is so massive with all these columns and so many twists and turns. I can't help but think this would be the world's best game of manhunt. And if you walk around this scarab 7 times, all your wishes will come true. As a little kid, I'd always dreamed of coming to the tombs and seeing what real Egypt was like. And now that I'm here, I cannot even believe how much it feels like I'm on Mars. It's so cool. We're at the Temple of Dendera, which was built to the goddess Hathor. Hathor was the goddess of maternity, and this space was actually one of the earliest maternity centers. It was open to the public, and women used to come here for both spiritual and physical care in childbirth. The Temple of Dendera has definitely been one of the highlights so far. I'm just overwhelmed by how beautiful and striking this place is, and how well preserved it is. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
In other temples I've seen, you can read the hieroglyphs on the walls, but in this one, you actually can walk through them. You feel like you're a part of the story yourself. I also love these passageways with the stairs. It's kind of like you're discovering this temple on your own.
We're at the entrance of the famous Luxor temple, the only temple that was actually open to all the public. And when this temple was discovered, these statues behind me were buried up to their shoulders, so all they saw were their heads. My tip would be to not come here during the day. Come to Luxor Temple at sunset when the light is just magical, and then it gets dark and you can see all of the columns light up. We're at Luxor Market, which is famous for spices and souvenirs and local crafts. And when you come here, don't forget to pick up some snacks on the way. These nuts are delicious.
Traveling to Egypt with a USTOA member made my experience both easy and secure, educational and unforgettable. I can't believe I had never been on a tour before, and now I see it was the best way possible for me to explore Egypt.
I love Egypt!